Hello everybody, hope everybody's doing well. Video explanation of two recent messages on the 4th. This is the first one, long one. Line number 1278 from 10/4/2019. I'm sorry, that's the short one. That's the long one. Line number 1277. The second half of this is going to pertain to sending of spirits that are gathering in Boulder City near the Hoover Dam. I'll share all of it. Enigma of time plays out in rhyme. Now, enigma being a person who is a mystery, or a mystery. So a mystery, a person who is a mystery, I'll leave that up to you who you feel that is. Of time plays out in rhyme, that these words, the word of God, and shared messages. Enigma of time plays out in rhyme, metastasizing plague of humankind. Now, metastasizing means it's increasing. It's like a tumor metastasizes, it increases, it grows. Metastasizing plague of humankind, walking corpses, seeing yet blind. Obtuse yet serene. I mean, obtuse, slow to understand, serene, peaceful. So slow to understand yet peaceful. Dwells yet unseen. Now, the obtuse yet serene is not talking. Here, he's talking about the person who is the mystery, Jesus, or whoever you feel that it is. They are slow to understand. It's hard to understand them fully, yet peaceful. But it can have dual meaning also, pertaining to the corpses as well, since it comes after those 4 lines. These walking corpses who are slow to understand, yet they're peaceful. They're not corrupted, per se. They're just not understanding. They're going about. They're going to church, or they're believing, but they're not really understanding. Dwells yet unseen. Obtuse yet serene, dwells yet unseen. That's why it's leaning more towards Jesus, because he dwells, he's here, he's yet unseen to us, which is true. Dwells yet unseen. To the vagaries of obstruction. Now, vagaries are concepts or conceits, fluctuations, unpredictability. So to the vagaries of obstruction. In other words, he is unseen to the vagaries of obstruction, to the conceits of those who are conceited, or to the lies of those of the darkness, of those who manipulate darkness, or serve darkness, who are caught up in things of this world. They're basically blind to the obstruction, up until the final destruction, and they will remain so up until the final destruction. Topiary supplanted. Now, topiary is trimming shrubs, those could be vines. Planted is replaced, removed. So, in other words, the trimming or the harvesting, weeding of the crop, be removed. And those who is being removed, those who are being harvested, are being taken up. God has recanted, or renounced, or abandoned. So the trimming of the vines removed. God has renounced it, or abandoned it. So it's telling me that that's done. That's done. Those who are going up to the light. Or the physical world. That's what I'm getting. I'm going directly there. To the end comes the spoils, free of the serpentine coils. I don't know what that is. That's the snake. Serpent, the devil. To the end comes the spoils, free of the serpentine coils. Those who truly believe, and in the end, will be free of the influence of darkness. Free of the serpentine coils. Towards the light, all are called. Those who are free, those yet enthralled, being blinded. Glorious domain, heavenly refrain. Today yet unseen. O heaven's queen, she's here as well. We await your betrothal. O heaven's queen, we await your betrothal. Post-darkness's removal. By the shores of what once was, explanation of all God does. So somewhere in the shores of what once was. Where could that be? I'm going to assume it's over in the Middle East somewhere. By the shores of what once was. Could be where Sodom and Gomorrah was. Could be Armageddon was supposed to be. Is that near the lake? I'm not sure. It could be a lake that's not there anymore. But by the shores of what once was, explanation of all God does. Now this kind of reminds me of what they shared with me years back about hidden texts still yet undiscovered by the shores of an ancient lake or something like. I believe it was like that. So it could pertain to that. Buried neath the silt of ages gone by, truth hidden from human eyes. So again, telling me it's something near by an ancient lake. But buried neath the silt of ages gone by. So it could be under the water, it could be just offshore, onshore, under the ground. So somewhere over there. Buried beneath the silt of ages gone by, truth hidden from human eyes. So it will be discovered soon. Towards the end, masses milling about, voices crying, yet heard not them shout. So just like the time of Noah, towards the end, masses will be milling about, confusion, crying out, and God won't hear them. He'll hear them, but won't hear them. Petrified in fear of what's to come, for they remained deaf, blind, and dumb. Well, they had their opportunity. Tomorrow, a day is yet revealed. All came before, as is now, to be repealed. So tomorrow, which is a day yet to be revealed, the time, all that came before, as is now, will be repealed, done away with. Forever, a thing few believe. Live for today, seek to receive. That's how people are. They live for today, seek to receive all one can in time they have, never able to receive the salve, to heal the pain that lay inside, always looking but continue to hide. So all these people just living for the day, looking to receive all they can, gathering up possessions and money and wealth and power and fame and so on and so forth. Never able to receive the salve that they heal that inner emptiness they feel. They fill it with all sorts of things, and drugs and booze and sex and wealth and power. It doesn't heal the pain that lay inside. Always looking but continue to hide. No joy is found in things of this world, when what's inside remains all swirled. So you can't enjoy the gifts of this world, the things of the world, when what's inside you is all swirled. Again, those colors swirled. You're all messed up inside, twisted up inside. Emptiness, a void all-consuming, continues to grow so unassuming. It continues to grow in you like a cancer. You don't even realize it. That's how darkness works, too. To the Father in heaven, one must attend. In other words, you must have a relationship with him. You must talk to him, communicate with him, believe in him, honor him. Cannot deceive, so best not pretend. You can't deceive him by sitting in the church, or giving lip service to him, when you don't really, in your heart, believe or really serve him, or honor him, respect him, or love him. You can't deceive him. Putting on airs, pretending, being sincere. Cannot deceive, so best not pretend. Better off being just truthful about it. Like, hey, I don't believe, or I don't really believe, or I have my doubts. Don't try to pretend. Insincerity lay rampant amongst the masses, growing exponentially as each day passes. You see this? This is evident. Jesus mentioned this to that girl who had the vision about the churches. And he said all churches are insincere. Again, the Revelations. He sends these angels out to all these different churches, main churches. So that's each religion. And back then it was specific church, speaking of specific churches in specific places, but could mean different branches of faith. They all believe in God, just different branches, so it could pertain to that. Growing exponentially as each day passes, pretenders to the throne sit upon, past, present. So pretenders to the throne that they sit upon, past, present, future, all shall be gone. One who is here, and that's the Revelations, one who is here yet unrevealed, power over all, schism shall be sealed. The one who is here, again, the Lord is here, yet unrevealed. Power over all. He has power over all. The schism shall be sealed. The schism between heaven and mankind, and heaven and hell. Lord of lords, most holy Son, one is two, and two is one. Again, Jesus is God, God is Jesus, Father is Son, one is two, two is one. All the same. Devoid of darkness in any form. They are, behold in the distance a gathering storm. And it's coming. Epistle of man, which is a letter, a communication, the word, the history of man. Epistle of man comes to its conclusion. Believe in the truth or adhere to delusion. Maker of heaven and earth, time remains only for rebirth. See, we're in Revelations begun. Joyous reprobates, no longer to be. Reprobates be sinners. Joyous reprobates, they're sinners, but think they're so joyful, think they're so happy, think they got it all going on. No longer to be. All who seek, forever free. Seek God. Take to heart all that is shared, what is known can't be compared to what is of heaven. Those of the mountain, now speaking to those in the sacred mountain, which is Lone Mountain nearby here, a mile away, where they're gathering Native Americans and others gathering, and then all those who were in the mountain, stuck to the mountain, those 23, the darkness, want to go to the light. So this is speaking of those of the mountain soon to ascend. You are keeper of gate, who shall send. Peace unto thee, scribe, who so long has come and gone amongst the throng of mortal man, though not thy place, for such a thing, behold Father's face. So peace unto me, who have been his servants for so long, the scribe, I have come and gone amongst mankind, throng of mortal man, though it's not thy place, that's not my place, my place is in heaven. For such a thing, my place, to behold the Father's face, which I shall do. Behold Father's face, where once stood golden sheen, light without end, no in between. So I look forward to returning there. You for so long have traveled the path through all time, doing all he hath given thee to do, for not about you. Selfish in nature man has become, few yet remain apart from the sun. So again, I've traveled through time, life after life, body after different body, people's bodies. Some, the time was up, and I was inserted into that body for purpose. Some I cohabitated with, like now, till the end. Now I don't know if I'll be taken out at the same time as Tim, me, Lathiel, or before or after, I don't know. Through all time doing all he hath given thee to do, but not about you, for it's not about me again. Nothing's about me. Selfish in nature man has become, few yet remain apart from the Son. There's few of us, few of his children and servants who yet remain that are apart, A-P-A-R-T, one word, from the sum, which is the total of mankind. So few that remain apart from the sum, or also apart from the sum of his servants that have ascended. Total, who in the flesh, with soul, cannot mesh. So it's all the total, talking about all man. So few of his servants, like me and others, yet remain, who are apart, separate from the sum, next line, total, who in the flesh, with soul cannot mesh. So those in mortal man, which is the majority of people, whose soul cannot mesh. It's not meshing. It's not blending because they're not soulful. They're caught up in the things of this world. Trivial in what they seek. Exalting themselves whilst feigning meek. So they're exalting themselves while pretending to be meek. Can't fool God. Plagiarisms abound in their books of script. Again, plagiarism is theft, lies, falsehoods, half-truths, abound in their books of script. All these books that they've written, whether versions of the Bible, or other religions books, or books published, self-help books and all these books explaining God. Plagiarisms are bound in their books of script, distorted by those from the crypt, by darkness. And darkness manipulates and works through people. Those of the city by the dam, now it's referring to those gathering by the dam, those of the city by the dam await those sent by I am. So await those sent by the Lord Christ. To guide and protect, yet to gather, as they travel ethereal matter. So he's sending more help to protect and guide those who are yet to gather at the dam, as they travel the ethereal matter, spiritual realm. Darkness pervades yet a while longer, greater in number, but no stronger. Anders Johansson, who's one of the original ones that was there, who's gathering them, helping to gather them up, Anders Johansson glorifies his nature, welcoming all, no matter their stature. So he's glorifying himself by doing what he's doing. This speaks well of his truth of soul, soon to be made forever whole. You will set free all who will reside upon the mount where many had died. Awesome. Those who come, or those who come with me to help out, those who come must follow your lead. Words that are spoken, too, must heed. Belief essential if are to aid, or by darkness shall be waylaid. So whoever's going with me, they got to heed what words are spoken to them through me. They got to believe in it if they're to aid me. Otherwise, they open themselves up to darkness. It's going to lead them astray. Speak to them, voices of those who know in their hearts what does repose. So speak to them, those who are going to help me, the voices of those who will be communicating through me, who know in their hearts, those who know what's in the hearts of those who are going to be aiding me, what does repose. The alternate line is, speak to them, voices of those who speak from a spiritual repose. So it's both things. So I'm going to share with them who speak from a spiritual repose. Spirit will speak for me to them who are aiding me, and they also know in their hearts, the hearts of those aiding me, what's inside. Word of God is unquestioned. Trust not what is mentioned. Test not what is mentioned. So whatever word of God, whatever is given to them, you need to believe it, not test. You don't test God. Like, what about this? Or just try to make sure to ask questions that only they would know and the person speaking, so that they'll believe it. They only believe it if they can answer that question. Well, they're only going to get answers to what they're supposed to get answers to at that time. They're going to have the faith. They can't believe that what's being shared with them, they're not going to be given any answers to anything else they ask. So you have to digest that first morsel of bread, otherwise it's not going to give you any more bread. The word of God is unquestioned. Test not what is mentioned. Faith, a thing one must possess. Focus on Him, not what you profess. Spirit of truth shall flow through each. As heart is open, it shall too teach. So the Spirit of truth shall flow through each of those who aid me. As their heart is open, it shall also teach them. Refrain from the electronic, for only obstruct. Darkness through it can also construct. So keep away from, don't have to keep away from using their cell phones, and the spirit boxes, and anything else electronic. This refrain from electronic, for only obstruct. Which I was told this a couple times before, a while back, when we went there and drove around the school, drove past the electrical little power station by the school, and I was told we need to go away from it because it was interfering. So refrain from electronic, for only obstruct. Darkness through it can also construct lies and deception to lead astray. So through electronics, computer, cell phone, internet, whatever, darkness can manipulate you. Lies and deception to lead astray. Through Christ alone can hold it at bay. Through Christ alone can one hold it at bay. Psalm 91, read from the pages, not from the cell phone, read from the pages. Repeated at each of the stages, so there'll be different stages throughout that be read. Given a sign for each reading, you'll be provided all 'tis needed. That doesn't even rhyme. Given a sign for each reading, you'll be provided all 'tis needed. Didn't realize they didn't rhyme that. Odd. Journey soon to other lands, speaking to me again, within confines of desert sands. So soon I'll be journeying to other lands, other parts within the confines of the desert sands, which would be the southwest. Positioned by me, speaker, as days pass by, not yet to know the how or why. So I'm not going to be told yet. Why? Because evil knows thy intent. What they see must circumvent. So they got to circumvent. If I know it, they know it. Patience, my friend, all shall show. Where and when, you'll know when you know. Favorite saying. I'll share the other one next time. So I hope that gives some meaning, enlightenment somehow, some way, and some understanding of what's going to happen, what I'm about. Again, all about what I'm about and what's going on now. Again, focus on God. Focus on God. Let Him guide you. And go about your day. Enjoy the rest of your day, the evening. Peace of Christ. God bless.